What to do if you're struggling in life right now? If things feel heavy for you, they feel confusing, or if you feel scared or overwhelmed in any way, I hear you. Believe me, I hear you. I've been through a lot in the past 3 years and I don't even know where to begin. But I want you to hear this clearly. There is nothing wrong with you. You're not lost, you're not weak, and you're definitely not failing at life. You're simply human, and you're going through one of the myriad of things that many of us go through in life. You're in what I like to call transition. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through what to do when life feels like it's falling apart, when the shit has hit the fan. And this isn't from theory, but from lived experience. So take a breath, because you're exactly where you need to be to hear this. The first thing is to stop telling yourself you should be somewhere else. I should be here, I should be there, I shouldn't be in this mess. That's life. And one of the biggest reasons people suffer isn't because life is hard. It's because they keep telling themselves a false story. They keep living in the past. I should be further ahead by now. Everyone says that. Elon Musk says that. I shouldn't feel like this. Other people have it all figured out. Why not I? That inner pressure quietly destroys your mindset and your nervous system. It makes you feel less of a person and destroys your self-worth or self-esteem. But here's the truth. Struggle is not a sign you're doing life wrong. It's a sign you're a human being. You're outgrowing an old version of yourself. Growth doesn't always feel like confidence. It feels like confusion. It feels like fear. It feels like uncertainty. It feels like standing between who you are and who you're becoming. So the first thing to do when you're struggling is this: stop fighting. Stop fighting where you are or who you are, because it just drains the hell out of you. It drains your brain, saps your energy, and messes with your mind. Resistance multiplies pain, and acceptance creates stability. When I went through a divorce, I lost a lot of money. I had to move into a new apartment. It was a new beginning, and it was hell. But there's no point in fighting it, because it was just like an uphill battle. And it drained the fuck out of me. Believe me, you don't have to live like that. But I put myself through the pain, and it was all in the mind. It was self-induced. Yes, there are other things out there that weren't helping, but I had to work on my internal game. And that is because I had to understand what struggle actually is. And struggle isn't punishment. It's not life going against you. Struggle is a part of everyday life that we all face, and it's also feedback. It's life saying, this path no longer fits you. And most people try to escape struggle as fast as possible. But the people who transform their lives do something different. They listen. They ask yourself this question, not from fear, but from curiosity. What is the struggle trying to show me about my life? Is it asking you to change direction, change partners, set boundaries, slow down, speed up, stop proving yourself, start being honest with yourself, start being honest with others? Struggle is not the enemy. Avoiding the message is. So you've got to shrink your life down to today. When you're struggling, your mind loves to time travel. It goes to the past. I should have done things differently. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. And you have to be careful, because this can lead to depression. You get depressed by focusing on the bad things from the past. You get anxiety from focusing on things that haven't happened in the future, things that you imagined the worst case scenario. Believe me, I've been there. What if nothing works out? That's how anxiety is created. What if this happens? What if I lose my money? So here's one of the most powerful shifts you can make. Shrink your life down to today, to now, because the reality is that everything happens in the now. Eckhart Tolle speaks about this. Not later this year, not yesterday, not in a week's time, but the now. What's happening in the now? Not your whole life future, just today. Ask, what is the next small supportive action I can take or not take in order for me to feel safe and relaxed? What would help me feel 5% more grounded right now? Maybe it's a walk. Maybe it's writing down your thoughts in a journal. Maybe it's going to the gym like what I do. I go to the gym just around the corner here. It's not only good for my physical health, physical well-being, but good for my mental health. So you've got to take your mind off things that are worrying you. You have to stabilize your nervous system first. Clarity comes after safety, not before it. So you've got to stop making your struggle mean you're a failure, because it's not. And this is important. Many people aren't just struggling with life. They're struggling with the story they're telling themselves about. Like I said before, they think because I'm struggling, I must be failing. You know, because I went through a divorce, I'm a failure in relationships. Because my business went broke, I have to take on a standard job in the meantime and fall back on my feet. I'm a failure. No, you're not. That belief quietly erodes your confidence, erodes your self-trust, and erodes your self-esteem. So you've got to look at this differently. Every meaningful transformation includes a period where you were worried and sick in the stomach with fear or uncertainty. Everything. You doubted your own abilities and doubted everything about yourself. You wondered if life was all worth it, was worth the struggle. But you pulled through. So you learned something. And that's not failure. That's life. That's reality and recalibration. You're not behind. You're not late. You're in a process. And process is invisible from the outside, but deeply powerful on the inside. So you have to create space to hear yourself again. When life feels overwhelming, it's often because you're disconnected from your own inner true self, your own inner guidance. And I know I was. Noise, the outside noise, drowns wisdom. Once your amygdala kicks in, you use your creative side of your brain. When anxiety kills creativity. So here's something practical. Create intentional quiet. Not to fix yourself, not to force clarity, but to listen. Even 10 minutes a day. No phone, no distractions, just you. Ask yourself, what do I actually need right now? What feels true, even if it scares the shit out of me? Your intuition doesn't shout, it whispers, and it only becomes clear when you stop drowning it with urgency and pressure and phone and constant white noise. So remember, this season is not your destination. And this part matters. When you're struggling, it can feel endless and you don't know if there's an end to it. You just can't see it. You're all confused, but seasons change even when you can't see. You know, they change. So you've just got to take it from me that things will get better. Maybe you're going through a harsh winter right now. Maybe that's your season. Maybe you're reaping the harvest of summer. Depends where you are in life. We all have different seasons in our lives. Many of the strongest, wisest, and most grounded people you admire, they went through hell. They went through periods that ripped them apart, times of uncertainty. And yet we praise these people. We think, oh, they're always successful. No. So this phase is not here to break you. It's here to rebuild you on a truer foundation, one based on self-trust, courage, alignment, inner stability, authentic direction. So you don't need to rush this. You just have to take time out. Have peace from the mind. If you're struggling in life right now, I want you to hear this. You're not weak for feeling this way. You're not failing and you're not alone. This is not the end of your story. This is a turning point, even if it doesn't feel like it yet. So be kind to yourself. It's something we humans seldom do, and we're so hard on ourselves, especially me. And it's something we've got to stop doing. You need to stay present, take the next small step, and trust that something inside you already knows where you're going. Your job is simply to stop abandoning yourself along the way. Thanks so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, please like and subscribe. Peace out. See you in the next video.